I want to thank the American Place Theater for this wonderful award because it means a lot in my life. It means that I got where I wanted to go when I was just 12 years old. So you told me I'm a poet, I'm a thinker, and a lover. And this award means a great deal to me because you have given it to me. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ray Bradbury, I am more than thrilled and honored to be here to talk to you, particularly what American Place Theater is able to do with your generosity to take this piece of literature and to introduce it to a brand new audience into a one-person show, and we tour as many places as we can into schools, communities, performing arts centers. It is a new access to the book.
That's wonderful.
And you have accepted this honor of the Literature to Life Award for 2009.
That's beautiful.
We put the first page of the book right into the award.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Isn't that nice?
That's terrific. Well, I want to teach people. I don't use discipline, I use passion. You're speaking to the world's greatest lover here. If I can teach young people what fun it is to live in the library and what fun it is to go to the theater where you'll be presenting my play, I think it's wonderful to be in the theater with you. If a one-man actor does my book, it can excite people to leave the theater and go to the library. People keep asking me about banned books, and there are no banned books in America. I learned to write the novel because Hitler taught me. I saw the newsreel when I was 15 years old of his burning the books in the streets of Berlin, and he was burning my library, you see. I was born in the library. I grew up in the library. And if you burn books, you're burning me. But in America, we've never had that. Books go on and off a list on occasion for education, but we've had no banned books here. We are a completely free society. Thank God for that. But I wrote the book anyway to teach us to protect our free speech forever.
How do you prepare yourself to let those characters speak to you? Do you do anything? Do you have a routine of any kind? Or you just say, I'm going to write every day, like you write in Zen and the art of writing, and that's it, and they just start coming?
I've seen every film ever made. When I was young, I went to the movies 8 or 9 times a week. I didn't have much money, so I snuck in. I knew the managers at theaters, or I knew the people changing the marquees, and they let me in. So there were double features in those days. I saw 14 films a week. So I fed my imagination and my love, and I grew up with a complete education in films as well as a complete education with books. I took people like H.G. Wells out of the library, and he filled my life with paranoia. And when I was 18, I got my first job selling newspapers on a street corner. I took that money and went to a recording studio, and I became H.G. Wells in The Invisible Man. So H.G. Wells, with his film Things to Come, did that also. He told me to go to the moon, and I listened to H.G. Wells, and I went there.
The hardest job I have ever had to do in getting permission to do a book was Fahrenheit 451.
My God.
And to introduce it, my son is 11 years old, and all these kids just going to be introduced to that book. We're watching the movie last night, and everyone, oh, the monorail, oh, the monorail, even little things like that, you know, and the flat screen TV. I mean, clearly you were way ahead, but on behalf of the American Place Theater and the Literature to Life program and all of our teachers and partners and educators, Random House and the Big Read program and the American Library Association and all the folks that have contributed to making this possible and your generosity, I'm thrilled to be here today to share this award with you and continue to bring this to as many students as we can.
Well, let me make a final note here. I hereby declare you my honorary son.
Oh.
And you tell your son when you get home, I know why he's named Marcus, because I knew Marcus Aurelius long before he was born. So tell him to go look up Marcus Aurelius. And that's advice for me and to his papa, my son.
Thank you.
You're wonderful. All of my life has been a passion. I've never thought about it, I've just done it. And the basic rule in my life is do what you love and love what you do. Don't pick things that other people want. You gotta do what you want.